Hey, I am the Divine Maverick, also known as the mother of twins, helping you along this twin flame journey. I am so happy about being here with you this afternoon. I have a channeled message for your beautiful heart and soul. I'm opting for the candlelight for you to just kind of look at that and focus on that if you like, or just listen to the sound of my voice and maybe the shuffle of these cards, because this is about your attention. This is about your attention to yourself. This is about your attention to detail. This is about you focusing on what God is calling you to focus on, what Spirit is saying, and your ancestors and your guides. I'm reading some messages from the TwinFlame deck from Bella Jim Oracle that uses the Passion Translation of the Bible. And it's the Shulamite. And you know the story in the Song of Solomon. It's a twin flame journey. The book Song of Songs is a twin flame journey. It is about two divine counterparts. The Shulamite bride who does not feel that she is worthy of the love of this beautiful, dashing king that she describes as a stag or a gazelle or a man among men, someone that is royal, someone who ascends to a glory cloud, one who has wealth and everything, really, everything. So it's a journey about her looking for him showing up and leaving, and y'all got to read it. You got to read it sometime when you get a chance. The Passion Translation is what we're using today, but listen to what the card says. Well, actually, it's scripture, but listen to it's verse 6, and then I don't know why she has a number. Maybe she's just using a number, but there is a number 6, because that's kind of what we're talking about: the balancing of emotions, the balancing of your heart space, the balancing of your new way of being, the balancing of your desires and your needs and your expectations and your hopes and your dreams, and balancing how you move throughout the day, throughout the moment by moment is how you're learning to live. It is a new way of being. It is an adjustment that has to be made, that will be made, and is being made by you. But listen to what the energy is today, and the reason why I felt like I needed to give you this message. It says, she's talking to her friends, and she says, "Please don't stare in scorn because of my dark and sinful ways. My angry brothers quarreled with me and appointed me guardian of their ministry vineyards, yet I've not tended my vineyard within. My angry brothers quarreled with me and appointed me guardian of their ministry vineyards." See, you have people that depend on you. You have people like family members that expect you to be the one to drop everything that you're doing and make a move, or expect you to rally the troops, or expect you to pass the messages, remember the birthday, send out the cards, come to this one's thing, give the money when you have it, and or get it, or give the advice, yet knows to stay on your side when somebody's not feeling like it. And you're the one that has been carrying the weight of the world, feels like, for a while. But you have gone through an initiation, and your past sometimes will try to creep back in with things, past obligations, or things you used to do, ways you used to handle yourself or conduct your business, and now that's just not gonna fly. And so the Shulamite bride is talking to her friend, saying, "Don't look at me in scorn. I haven't tended my own garden. I've been carrying, I was put in charge of the ministry vineyards. You might be in charge of the family name, or the family store, restoring the family's legacy. You might be in charge of breaking some generational curses. You might have something on your shoulders where you have to people are depending on you, and there's something I just heard, Neo. That you're the one. That you're the one. Now, interestingly, when you were in bondage, you thought you were the only one that could do it. You thought that you were the only one that could do it. So you never asked for help or never leaned on anybody else. You just kind of took it all upon yourself, and you just kind of grinned and bared it, and you just kept moving. But now that you are awakened and now that you are more conscious of your actions and your motives and your desires, you know that you are the one. You are the one. Okay, not just anyone, not for everyone, but you are the one. But the Shulamite at the time did not recognize this quality. She called her ways dark and sinful because she had let things that concerned her or things that she needed to mature in and complete go by the wayside while she was trying to hold up the ministry vineyards or the family business or the family dynamic or the relationship or the position at work or church or whatever. But it was something that needed to be dealt with. And so you found yourself reflecting, but you also found yourself, there is a plane flying overhead. It's cloudy where I am. I can't see it, but the sound of that plane moving through, it's funny. You can't see Setoromahaya much, but you can hear the sound. And that's what self-reflection did for you. When you couldn't see much happening or understand much in the 3D, you shut those eyes, those physical eyes, and you started to look within. That gaze within is powerful. It's powerful. But let's go back. But I digress. So the Shulamite is saying to her friends, I didn't tend my own vineyard within, so I need to do that. And then she goes from the Shulamite talking to her friends to the Shulamite bride when she's referenced again in this text that says this: why would you seek a mere Shulamite like me? Why would you want to see my dance of love? She's talking to the bridegroom king. The king wants to see her dance. You know, in those customs and traditions, the women danced. The men could request, beckon the women to dance. Remember, I cannot think of his name, King Ahasuerus. I think that was his name. But Vashti, his wife, remember she refused to dance? Anyway, read the story. It's in Esther. It's in the book of Esther. And he summarily put her somewhere with her disobedient self, right? And I can break that down. Don't get caught up with the patriarchy. Please hear the message for what it is. But my point is, he found someone to dance for him. He found him a wife suitable, what he was looking for in Esther. But anyway, so the king is asking the Shulamite, dance for me, and she doesn't feel worthy. That's why she says, why would you seek a mere Shulamite like me? Some of y'all were thinking, who, me? Who, me? You know, beforehand, in the past, not now. Maybe some things now, but now you know, who, me? Yeah, that's right. That's what you say now. You know, more than who, me? In amazement, you're like, yeah, let's do it. Of course. Who, me? Yes, it's a statement now. Who, me? Who, me? Who, me? Who, me? You're asking a question and answering it too. Who, me? Aha! You see there? Okay, anyway. So the bridegroom says to her, because you dance so gracefully as though you danced with angels. You see, your divinity, I don't know the word bespeaks, if that's a real word, if that's a word, or if it's archaic, but I'm going to write that down right quick because that show wanted to come out, bespeaks. I don't know. Anyway, somebody might have a grandmother or an auntie named B. Y'all call her B, B-E-E, or B-E-A, Bia. That's what I'm hearing. But maybe something about the way she speaks or saying, but it's very comforting. But as I move on, as I continue the message, the bridegroom is saying to her, you dance as though you dance with angels, because she looks so ethereal, because your transformation has you glowing. Your transformation is so evident to outside of you, what you have been doing, that internal work that you are yet doing and have done is really starting to show on the outside. And the message that I was guided to give today is, allow what's happening to happen. Allow what is falling away to fall away. Allow what is burning up in the fire to be burned. Allow the dark nights of the soul. Allow the obstacles and the whatevers to arise, and learn to flow right around that, because you are in position for the rest bedalata. You are being positioned for the promise. And it's here. It's here. It's for you. It's yours. It's all good. A couple of things though. There's a card that talks about this journey of our lives, and it's card number 35, but that's an 8, because this has everything to do with your authority, setting your boundaries, being determined. Being determined is also creating boundaries, saying, I will not listen to fear, doubt, loss, lack. I will set a boundary here in my mind and my thoughts and my thought life. That's another way to create boundaries. You have to create boundaries in your mind, and you have been creating boundaries in your mind, and keeping those reckless, raucous thoughts bound. Ish badleta. But there's an education here. It says life is filled with lessons, and you're learning that, and now you're beginning to enjoy it. You think you've been enjoying it so far because you're letting yourself. Because I see a flower blossoming more and more each day. Right in the middle of winter, imagine that there's a flower, there's something sprouting in the middle of winter. You see, because you have learned to flow, and you're learning to flow ever the more every day, so much better in so many other ways, in so much better ways, because you realize that it's easier just to go with the flow, and the flow brings the synchronicities, brings the signs, brings the wonders, brings the miracles. So wisdom comes from participating in life, not just reading about it. Okay? Where you are with this initiation, you might not have had enough knowledge about what you seek, or the direction to take, or the circumstances, or something about what's coming, the promise. You know that it's mine. I don't know how this is going to pan out, but you see the bigger picture, but it's these details. And that's the thing, that those dark nights, the void at times, the silence, maybe even the confusion, having to walk your way or grow through it. All of that is part of this process, because it's been the making of you, right? So Spirit is saying, if there's somewhere where you feel like you can bone up on something that you've been wanting to do, as far as building yourself, building your own gifting, building upon what you already have, because you have it. You just need to now start unlocking. So this promise that is coming, you don't know everything that it entails, how it's going to happen. So in the meantime, Spirit is saying, so learn something new. Expand your horizons a bit. You have time to kind of spread your wings. You have time to kind of learn to stand on these new wobbly legs in this new place, because you've gone through an initiation into a higher realm. We've all come up a notch. The whole planet. You can recognize it in your family and friends. They're talking differently. You can tell that their awakening is beginning, right? So anyway, get more information. You're getting more information. If you feel like you need to get more information by way of a school or a mentor or a guide, then this is your guidance to say, yes, you should do that. If you good like you are, and you will know if you're good like you are, because there will be no condemnation, there will be no fear, there will be no nothing but peace. That is always your measuring stick. When you feel good, James Brown said it best. I feel good. I knew that I would. When you feel good, then you are on the right path. It's our natural state to be happy. It's the programming and the deprogramming and the reprogramming that has that friction that we're all growing through. But be teachable, be open, be a student. Let your most powerful mantra Says this book, Enchanted Map, Oracle Cards. Let your most powerful mantra be, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. You see what I'm saying? But I will know. And that's what I would say. And I'll leave you with this. That's what I would say if you are still in somebody's just saying no man's land. If you still feel like you out here, what is going on? Then know that it's a reason why you don't know yet, and you will. But this promise, you've been positioned for it. And the how is Spirit's domain, but your domain is just believing it and keep seeing it. Allow what needs to fall away, fall away. Allow what needs to burn, let it burn. I know I'm repeating myself, but this bears repeating because you will be going up and down, up and down, up and down. But every time you do the up and down, it gets easier to navigate the curves. It gets easier, and then the ride becomes smoother. The ride that is your life becomes smoother. Don't give up. You are so close. And that is another piece of the message, the last piece of the message. There was an urgency for me to make this video, not rushy, but just simply an excitement because you are on the brink of some very, very, very positive outcomes in your life. And I am so excited that we were able to connect through this message. And if this message resonated with you, please don't forget to comment, like the video, share it if you feel somebody could use it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Welcome if you are new. Everyone else, thank you for riding with us, sister. Thank you for loving the transitions that we're in and navigating these shifts right along with me because this is fun and you guys make it fun. You make it worthwhile. I love you and there's nothing you can do about it until we meet again, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.